Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play through a song called Easy Like Sunday Morning by Lionel Ritchie. And we're going to start off kind of in root position, kind of walk through some things, but we're going to end up capoing on 1st fret and later on 2nd fret to kind of match the recording. But we're going to start on a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a G major chord. It sounds really happy. Now you may also want to take the 3rd finger and put them on the B string 3rd fret and the pinky on the high E string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that's another way you can play your G. And then from the G, we're going to be going to a D major chord. And the way you play D major, first finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, the second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger you go to the B on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now on that D though, in the bass, you'll kind of hear the low E string on the 2nd fret, and you may want to add that to that. Actually, you can do that with the thumb, or you can readjust the fingers to put first finger on the low E on the 2nd, second on the G 2nd, third on the B, high E 2nd, and the pinky on the B string 3rd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds something called a D slash F sharp, or a D with an F sharp in the bass is what that means. And then from the D, we're going to be going to an A minor chord. When we play A minor, oh, now another possibility for that actually would be a D sus slash F sharp. We do the first finger on the low E string 2nd, second finger on the G string 2nd, third finger on the B string 3rd, and the pinky on the high E string 3rd. And you might kind of dig on that voicing for the D sus slash F sharp instead, so that way you can kind of leave your 3rd and your 4th finger in the same place. And then from there we'll be going to an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, third finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now you could also substitute in an A minor 7 if you lift off the 3rd finger. That could be a very, very cool change. Or you could take the pinky and go to the high E on that chord and make it an A minor 7 that way too. Or you might want to think about something called A7 sus, where you do the first finger on the D string 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the B string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string 3rd fret. If you kind of strum the A string to the high E string, that'll get your clear sound out. A7 sus. And then from the A, we're going to be going back to our D major chord. And then we almost kind of start that over again with kind of a G, D slash F sharp, A minor, kind of the end, kind of before we start our verse. Now there's a couple different strum patterns I think that might be kind of fun to play through the song. One of my favorite strum patterns is a down, down, up, down, up. So if you took the G and tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So we try that through our chord progression. We have G, down, up, down, D slash F sharp, A minor, down, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, G, down, up, down, D slash F sharp, and then A minor. Now another strum pattern I think about using through this song though is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. Well, the 16th note is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and just kind of do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you do on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you're doing it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up. Could do through that intro progression is kind of half that and do just a down, down, down up on each chord. You'd have G, down, down, up, D slash F sharp, A minor, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, G, down, down, D slash F sharp, A minor. Now what can also be kind of cool too is to kind of have that pattern between the chords. So you could do is kind of the G, down, down, up, D slash F sharp, A minor, into our main verse progression, which is a lot of our chorus too, where we start on the G major, but then we go to a B minor chord. Now you may want to do this as a 2nd fret bar, where you do your first finger across the entire 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the B string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the D string 4th fret, and the pinky on the G string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about doing B minor in a slightly different way, where you do the first finger on the A string 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high string 3rd fret. Kind of working that high E and B kind of as a drone idea, or just kind of ringing out. And that's another way you can play your B minor, it's kind of a B minor 7. And then from there, then we go to our A minor chord, and then our D major chord. And through our verse, we do that twice, and then we kind of end up with an extension of kind of the A minor and the D at the end, where we could use it kind of our whole down, 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 up, down, down, down later on. But if we tried our verse with a down, down, up, down, we'd have to do a down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, B, down, up, G, down, up, B minor, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, B, down, up. Or if you're doing it on the 16th, you could have that G, down, down, up, B minor, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, B, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, B minor, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, B. After we do that 3 times, the last time we kind of have the G, B minor, and then we kind of ride out the A minor, and then we kind of ride out the D with kind of that whole 16th pattern, where you do the 2 of the down, down, up, downs. And then from there, then we go into our chorus part, which is really kind of that same progression, kind of that G, B minor, A minor, D. And we do that 3 times, just like we do in the verse. And then the last time, actually, there's this really, really cool hit where we go kind of to an F note on the D string 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret on the D, and then 3rd fret on the A, open D, and then 3rd fret on the low E string. So kind of going F, E, C, D, G. It's kind of that hit at the end of the chorus. Now you may want to back that up with chords too, and that F note can get backed up with an F major chord. And we'll talk about an easy way to play this too, but you can do your first finger across the entire 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you can also back that up with something called an F major 7, where you do the first finger on the B string 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the D string on the 3rd fret, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7. And then that E note can get backed up with an E minor chord. And the way you play E minor, first finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. And the way you play C major, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret, and if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really good. Now you may also want to think about using something called C major 9, where you do the first finger on the D string 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the A string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major 9. It sounds really, really happy. Now, just as a random aside, though, you could kind of follow just that line and kind of hold on to just that 3 and 4, actually, through that part. Kind of that 3, 2, 3, 0, 3, and kind of work it into the G chord, too, if you kind of dig on that. Kind of around it. That could be a cool way to work it, too. Or you could kind of make that whole chord change as kind of that F, E minor, C, and then D, G. C, D, D, kind of through that part to kind of accent it. And then we'll basically be repeating those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, we start on the F major, and then we do another F major, but then we go to a D minor chord, and we play D minor. First finger goes to the high E on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, and the 3rd or the 4th finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D minor chord. That sounds really sad. And then from the D minor on the bridge, we go back to F. And then we go to a D minor and then a G change. And we go back to F. got a D minor and then a G change. And then you get this cool push where you could play first fret on the A, open A, and then open D, and then third fret on the A. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of make that almost like a chord hit. And you could make the B flat a B flat major, or a B flat 5. Where to do the full bar B flat, you do first finger across the entire first fret. And then you could kind of take the third finger to cover the D, G, and B string, and that sounds a B flat major. Or you can kind of use individual fingers for that change. Or you could play a B flat 5, where you take the first finger on the A string first fret, third finger on the D string third fret, and do the A and the D strings together to kind of make that hit really heavy. Kind of that B flat, A minor, and then we got kind of the big D, and C. And then from there, we'd be going back into kind of a solo part that's very much like our verse. Now the weird part is, to play along with Lionel Ritchie though, instead of starting on a G chord, he's starting on an A flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your G major is really an A flat major, and your D major is really an E flat major, and your A minor is really a B flat minor, and the B minor is really a C minor chord, and your F major is really a G flat major chord, and your D minor is really an E flat minor chord, and the B flat is really a B major. But to take it from the very beginning, we could kind of work our intro with our down, down, up, and have G, down, down, B slash F sharp, A minor, D major, G major, B slash F sharp, A minor. Or we could work our 16th pattern for that and have G, B slash F sharp, A minor, D slash F sharp. From there, then we'd be going into our verse parts. If we tried our verse with a down, down, up, we'd have G with a down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, D, down, up, G, down, B minor, A minor, D, G, B minor, A minor. Our chorus part. So we tried that with our 16th pattern. You'd have G with a down, 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 up, B minor, down, down, up, B minor, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, B minor, down, down, up, B minor, down, down, up, G, B minor, A minor, D, and then we kind of got our hits. Into our next verse. Now something else I think about adding to the song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on the chords you can kind of add in a bass note on that first down of the down, down, up, or the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. So on the G you'd have the low E for the bass, on the B minor you'd have the A for the bass, on the A minor you'd have the A for the bass, and on the D you'd have the D for the bass, and on the F bar you'd have the low E for the bass, and the F major 7 you'd have the D for the bass, D minor, you'd have the D for the bass, and on the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. So if we try our chorus with kind of a bass down, or our next verse with a bass down, up, we'd have G with the bass, down, down, B minor, the A bass, down, down, B minor, the A bass, down, down, G with the D bass, down, down, G with the low E bass, down, down, B minor, the A bass, A minor, the A bass, D with the D bass. Try and anticipate some of those chords too. Actually, there's some of those chord changes kind of happen a little bit earlier than you would expect. And on the A minor and the D at the end, if you wanted to, you could even kind of accent with that, just kind of big downs, kind of following that piano part. And then from there, we'd be going into our chorus part. So we try our chorus with our 16th pattern. We'd have G with low E bass, B minor with an A bass, A minor with an A kind of lead into our bridge part. And so if we did our bridge with a bass down, up, down, up, we'd have the F with the bass down, up, down, up with the bass down, up, down, to mark the D bass, mark the D bass, F with the bass, F with the bass, G mark the D bass, G with the bass, F with the bass, F with the bass, G mark the D bass, G with the bass, flat A minor, D, C, kind of on that outro part. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, you can kind of mix this up, and it's a little weird because one of our 16th patterns equals 2 of our down, down, up, down, ups. So we'd have kind of our F, D minor, D bass, F with the bass, D minor, G, F, D minor, G, flat A minor, D, C, and then from there, then we would go into a solo part that's kind of like our verse. So we kind of follow that through with our 16th bass. Down G, B minor, A minor, D. Now if we do other licks around these chords too, that can always be kind of a way to kind of mix it up. Kind of see what you can say with it too. B minor, and then we kind of have our waiting A minor at the end of that solo. And then from there, then we'll be going into our next chorus. So we kind of go back to the G, B minor, A minor, D, G with the bass, B minor, A bass, A minor, A bass, D bass, G with the bass. At the end of that phrase, we kind of have a G and then a B minor. And you kind of hear this crazy cool little rhythm on this A minor where you could do kind of a down, up, down, up, down, or down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, down, up, down, up, down. And then we moved the capo over one fret. We modulated into the key of A major. And so we do that same shape on the A minor and do down, up, down, up, down. And then we come back in with our chorus part. So we've got the G, B minor, A minor, D, G, B minor, A minor, D, G, B minor, A minor, D, G. And if we're cool like Lionel Ritchie, we fade out a little bit. And I play a big G at the end, just to make sure, people know to clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through easy like Sunday morning. So good luck!